Hello everyone, my name is Notepad and on and I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? We're going to be obviously writing a little bit of Ultra Instinct and we're going to be probably finishing it up today. Now, you may be wondering, Notepad, why are you streaming so late? It's very late, relatively speaking, and the answer is because I took a 5-minute nap 2 hours ago. And that 5-minute nap 2 hours ago does this to me. So I am currently in a funk state, but funk state is what we do best here. Still got a script to write tonight. I got a script to write tonight and some audio to do, but that shouldn't be too difficult. We're just doing Doe, Pilgrims of the Flying Temple, tomorrow. And I think that'll be... That video is going to be less about dough and more about what you should be doing with the dough. Let's just say that. So, what happened between A and B? Well, I worked on enemies, and I entered a funk the other night. Give me 1 second. Apologies about that. I was hearing a beep, beep, beep noise, and a beep, beep, beep noise can mean a lot of things. Entered a funk state last night, kind of just sat down and started writing. This is what happens sometimes. I just enter that flow state, and once I'm in that flow state, it's Jover. So, welcome to how enemies are being made. At its core, there are 5 types of enemies: fodder, low class, high class, elite class, and royal class. These are their traits that you will distribute. These are their bonus to their key limit, and of course their power level. They are technically slightly weaker than you, ever so slightly weaker. A royal Carsadian, a Carsadian at the same power level, the same trait limit as a royal, will technically be ever so slightly stronger than them, and that's perfectly fine by me. Now, you define it. I kind of talk about like what fodder actually is. Fodder is not dangerous. That's kind of the idea of cannon fodder. They're not actually very dangerous in the slightest. They are more dangerous by just having a lot of people to throw at you. It's like, oh hey, how many people are there? There's 150 pieces of cannon fodder shooting at you every round. Hey, that's 150 people who are just shooting at you. Hence why most cannon fodder will just have 2d6 for everything, which does make if we go all the way up here to range weapons. Suddenly, having a bunch of laser rifles or bang rifles or laser guns or whatever, giving these the fodder suddenly they're actually a little bit dangerous. It's raw firepower coming at you. They don't get a bonus to it. It's just like they do 48 damage, like they do 48 this. Let's see. I should put some more notes about fodder, generally speaking, because fodder is kind of the weird one. Most of the other ones are pretty normal, all things considered. Like this is just a normal character at the end of the day. Then you're going to choose whatever their archetype is. Generally speaking, this is what they are. You want to make Birder, you're choosing a speed. You're choosing a speed alien. You're choosing a high-class speed alien. That's all you need. You want to fight Birder? Cool. You want to fight Captain Ginyu? Then you're fighting like a freaky dude. Or things like that. That's kind of the idea. That's, yeah. Some of these are pretty fucking nuts, like divine entities, for example. A divine entity has 150 bonus health. They effectively double their health, have a bunch more ki, have a bunch more instinct. Divine enemies you shouldn't really be fighting. Even a perfected entity is something you really shouldn't be fighting that easily. But a low-class perfected enemy is not going to be that scary, all things considering. You know, if you... yeah. You know, people are pinging me. Who's pinging me? I've been requested to do this. Yes, of course. Let's see. Let's do this correctly. Is it do or die today? Yes. I'm being told to add this, so we're going to do this because we can do this. So to activate through extensions, got the ag button next to the extension library. Where is the extension library? Because I'm blind. Extension. What if I click caption? Close caption captioner. That it? Ultimate closed caption. There's quite a few different one of these. Which one are we let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm literally looking at it like right now. Like to activate it. Yeah, which one are we working with though? There's 4 of them. Well, I mean, if there's 4 of them, that must mean that it's 4 times as good. I mean, what's this one? Let's see. Is this the right one? No, is this the right one? They all look right. This one says ultimate. That's version 001. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. This is what happens when people say, "Hey, do this thing live on air," and I say, "Okay, I can totally do this live on air." They don't understand that I'm actually a complete goober when it comes to these things. Technically I have this, but I never use it. Caption. Let's see. Is this the one? Yeah, okay. Let's go here. Let's do Man, this seems extremely annoying. I will do that later because I don't want to do it now because it seems extremely time consuming. So no, I'm not going to do that now. Get ultimate, I think. Very handy. Very useful. Oh, maybe this will work. Maybe this is it. Maybe. I love maybe. Maybe's the best. Fine. Okay, we're gonna hit ultimate. All right, let's hit this button. Oh, you gotta configure it. All right, let's add as a new panel. What do I gotta do? Let me guess. I gotta. Let me guess. Yes, I'm gonna. Let's log in. Where do I need to do here? All right. I mean, oh god, it wants to use. Mashidal. All right, fine. Here, this is what you want. All right. This is the content that you crave. We're doing this. They wanted my audio, so congratulations. So let's see. Is it what do we want? Browser. Let's see. Nope, that's not it at all. Let's see again, because it's apparently ultimate closed caption. All right, let's regenerate the URL. Let's do this. This. Let's maybe get rid of this. Let's see. I want to do. I mean, in theory, it should be. What is it, like a media source? Let's see. Nah, no, nope, 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 not none of this. Stop that. Nope, no, no. No one can listen to me in Polish. I hope you all know that as well, is that I would make a deliberate effort to change the language into something that is definitely not English. It would be functionally useless. And I would make it a point to make whatever I wrote functionally useless. But it would be really funny. It would be really, really funny. I was being harassed by someone I can only assume to be Dutch. I was being harassed by someone who is I can only believe to be Dutch, wanting me to put on closed captions for him because he is deaf. He is unable to hear me, and thus because he is unable to hear me, I cannot. He doesn't actually know what I'm saying right now. He simply knows that I am speaking, even though he is making an impassioned request for me to turn on captions. What he doesn't know, I would be making a abundant point of turning the captions into an unusable gobbledygook, because I think that would be far funnier than letting it be legitimate. Because I am a force of chaotic evil, and I should not be trusted with power. So, two things to note. We're working on enemies today, and still have not gotten a new update to new table for my microphone. We'll be getting that soon, though, hopefully. So you're going to have to deal with the Wigglenomics. Yeah, isn't there some browser plugin? Yeah, I was trying to use that. It just wasn't popping up correct. I would need to do a little bit of troubleshooting, and not troubleshooting in the middle of not troubleshooting in the middle of actually, not troubleshooting in the middle of all of this is maybe not the ideal outcome. Let's just say that. So we'll. Oh, I did not mean to close that. Notepad, what are you doing? You're being a buffoon. You're being a silly Billy. There we go. Yeah, there's some browser plugin somewhere for it. Let's browser plugin browser plugin, Twitch, captions. Use closed captions. Oh god, it's like OBS plugins. Uh-oh. People don't understand that I don't use closed caption or like I don't use like fancy OBS plugins. I'm very basic when it comes to that because I am in fact a tiny little baby when it comes to using actually like fancy shit. I don't do that with OBS. I'm not fancy. I thought I was being really cool when let me see if I can find it. Because it was yeah, there we go. Haha. I recently discovered I discovered Discord reactive. Yes, Fugi Tech Discord reactive. I actually learned about that the other day when I did that one stream. It's been very handy. I've learned like, oh boy, I could do fancy shit. But little do people know that I'm in fact clinically retarded and I don't do that. So, alright, so, enemy abilities. Generally speaking, here's how to make enemies. Not too complicated. So, let's get to it. How do I want to work? Actually... Gotta do their power die, robotic. There we go. Perfectos. So, enemy ability. Enemies are outside of the usual. Or downright freaky powers too. Warriors closer to their glorious death. You're right, Tabletop. You're not a streamer like Doki Bird or a Corpo streamer. I'll have you know that I am a professional streamer man who does the streamer man things. I'm not fancy, I'm not cool. Like, this setup I have is jank as fuck. Like, I want everyone to remember that. Remember the Wiggle era? Remember the Wiggle? I remember the Wiggle era of my PNG hood. But I always try to find something new and how to fix things up. It's easier said than done, though. I would like to learn more about doing stuff like this to make it better, but it's easier said than done because it's a lot of the time people assume that you're either like, anytime you look up like VTuber stuff, it's funny, I can say this, anytime you look up like VTuber stuff, a lot of the VTuber stuff is going to be like, how to get things working correctly, how to stream your video games, here's how to do 15 million overlay things, And you're like, alright, this makes sense. It's overlay shit. And then you like look into it deeper and it's just like, this isn't really useful for me because it's a lot about setting up like rigs and stuff, and like, alright, that's understandable. But as you can tell, I don't use that. I don't do that at all, actually, because I make a big point of changing my face every time. I remember the era when my friends and I were too lazy dumb to read a whole ass book to play, so we just made our own TRPG. It was only D6 and D20, just raw modifiers and stats. Based. We're gaming. That's all you need. D6 is in a dream. Let's see. Bring the warriors closer to glorious death. Yeah, mind you, I cannot wait until I get an actual desk. You know what? You know what I can do? Because I got my money back, actually. Good news, everyone. I got my fucking money back. They gave me everything I wanted. And I was like, yay! Let's see. Can I get a cheap ass? I just want a cheap ass folding desk. How do I? Where is a good folding desk? You may be wondering, Notepad, why do you want a folding desk? Because I need to get this upstairs. That's the main gimmick. I need to get this up very thin stairs, so it's like, okay. See, that's where things start getting fun and exciting. Like, it doesn't even need to be big. That's the beautiful thing. Ideally, it's not even big. It needs to be like efficient, a nice efficient sizing, and I would be happy. There we go. What if I get it a 32-inch desk? Even has a stupid little thing in there. Nice little folding desk. I know it's doing well because it's got a picture of Peppa Pig on it. Again, I know I'm doing something correct because it's got a picture of Peppa Pig on it. You know, Peppa Pig, the popular British primetime reality show. Here's Peppa Pig. Oh, nope, that's not it. Come on, give me the Peppa Pig drawing. There we go. Look, everyone, it's Peppa Pig. You know it's doing real well when, like... See, this is literally all I need, because the mic would go, like, right here. Give you an idea of what the ideal is I have a little mic stand that would go here, fold it here, and then I would set it up my very convoluted way, and I would be able to enunciate things without going wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Live on air, Notepad buys from Amazon. Let's see, there we go. Notepad add-on buys a desk from Amazon, live on air. Peppa Pig, that's Flash Peppa Pig. That's a primo drawing skill. G-Travel, trust me, you have not seen the top 10 out of 10 ability to do things. I'll have you know that I'm holding back my power leveling. you know, my power level by not drawing as much as I do. I got to give other people a chance. Yeah, I gotta give those other devs a chance with my top tier drawing skills. As an everyone wants to give enemy a series of unique and let's see, they were able to treat them as key powers. Should the Carsadians be taught such a technique? Be taught the technique. Oh God. There we go. No, they'll be able to use it as well. There we go. Now, this system is going to be entirely inspired by a... Let's see, Let's see. Let's see. We want to do. We want to do key cost and then power descriptors. Key cost, power descriptors. Actually, we want to do. There we go. Description. So we want to do we are withering. Let's see. Decisive. The power. Let's see. Decisive. Power deals decisive damage. Effectively, this does a flat amount of damage. This does rolled damage. We're gonna say. Actually, we can do 3/6. And it's like, yeah. Hey, what's the? Does it actually do damage? Yeah. Cool. That's an ability. Actually. Let's see, shifts the target velocity. So we want to do frequent. Actually, no. Actually, 1 to 3 5 key points to 1 3 5 key points to activate. It's going to be -1, -2, -3. Not that much key expenditure. So let's see. How do I want to use? Yo, 15 AP, you successfully charge. The power is charged. That's -2. So let's see. It's withering, decisive, momentum. Is there key expenditure? Is there time? How much time does it take to use? Is it charging up? Withering damage. Actually, bump that up a little bit. Let's bump these numbers up a little bit. What am I doing? This is going to be your fucking gimmick power. Of course, it can be expensive. This is your fucking gimmick power. Yeah, we can do that. Charge. Power's charged. How do we want to word this? The, see the, actually, no. State change. Let's see. Power changes the state of the user. Actually, we can do 6, -4. State change. Booster power die. So actually we want to do, let's think. I'm trying to think of like how would you describe Ginyu? Actually no. This is your Ginyu. You want to make a Captain Ginyu? This is what you would be checking. He draws better in the moments he hates himself the most. See, the idea of using Bizarre would be, I want to make Captain Ginyu. What is Ginyu's power ultimately doing? I could swap bodies with somebody. That's pretty weird. And that's pretty horrifying in a way. I'm going to swap bodies with... I'm going to swap bodies with a character. With you for a temporary amount of time. You know, like, oh, okay. Actually, so we can make it 25. Let's see, lasting only a few. Lasting only a few rounds. -1. How do we want to do this? This would be. Actually, no. How do we? That's gonna be spirit rounds. Power can be used reactively. Let's see, what else am I missing here? It's, let's see, Ginyu. At the end of the day, here's good old Captain Ginyu. He possesses the ability to swap bodies. Let's see, yes, he can swap bodies. Let's think. Let's think. So let's see what else. What other kind of powers are we really working with? Fire mini-me's. Let's see. We want to do. What would be some other good? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a few powers. We're going to make a few powers here. So, we want to do body swap. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to use the body swap technique, our body swap technique. So, first things first, what do we really need to know? Well, first thing, we already know already, this is a bizarre power. This is a bizarre, otherworldly power. This is something that's very hectic and dangerous, and and using it is something that is very odd. So the power is it's charged ability. So it has charge, so it's -2. So you got to charge it up a little bit. To do Let's see. The base AP cost for special abilities is 10. Time. Quicken the power takes -2, -4, -6. Use successfully. Let's see, -2, so that would be 2, 4, 6. There we go. Don't worry, you may be wondering, wow, Notepad, it's a lot easier to slow yourself down than use it there. Yeah, I know. So it's a 10 AP power. It's also, let's see. So we want to do, well, obviously we want to do a state change. State change. 6. We are fundamentally changing the state of our character. That is something about us. We are a bizarre power with a state change, and we want to let's try to lower the cost a little bit here. So our key expenditure is 5. So we get a little bit off the top, not much actually. We can do probably 2, 4, 6. Little bit off the top. It takes 5 key to do this. So overall our total thing is 25, 23, 29, 23. So in total it's 23. It's 10 AP and takes 23 takes 23 key limit to use. What does this actually do though? That's a manly I hear. Hello, Super Manly. Dun 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 dun. Look, everybody, it's Super Manly. Though I can't really say anything. Well, I'll have you know, I've been tempted this entire like week to buy Goku puffs. I've been wanting to do like Goku puff, like buy Goku puffs for a while. I want to. Because I keep seeing them everywhere. Damn, I need to try some Goku puffs. Exactly. I've been seeing the Goku puffs everywhere. Actually, we could do... Let's see. The power creates a clone of the target. Actually, no. Creates a clone of the user. Let's see. Clones are created with 0 AP. And has half of the traits of their user. There we go. Actually, no. 20. Okay, targets they are. Targets an enemy they are in the same velocity as. Let's see. Upon finishing the charge, they will swap bodies. They'll swap bodies with the target. Let's see. You target an enemy they are the same velocity as. Upon finishing the charge, they will swap bodies with the target. Actually, what we can do is we can say temporary. There we go. There we go. Swap bodies with the target and let's see. Both parties. Let's see. Both parties use the other's traits. But can use their own. But can use their own key powers if they are able to. Key limit. There we go. You choose someone who isn't very good with key. Suddenly you swap bodies. Congratulations, you have the ability to do this. Let's Let's see, Sweet swaps back upon. There we go. There we go. There's the body swap power. So let's do another really weird power. Not clone jutsu. Let's call it a shadow clone. What's the shadow clone? Well, obviously this is a useful ability. This is a useful ability. And it's a clone. And it's a clone. However, let's see. We should do functionally useless on the battlefield. There we go, 15, and then we do it's a non-combat ability for negative 15, so it only costs a total of 20. Ah, God. Let's see. User creates an autonomous. Let's see. The user creates an autonomous shadow clone of themselves. Let's see. The user creates an autonomous shadow clone of themselves. Able. There we go. What's your super special technique? It's oh yeah, my technique is gaslighting you with a shadow clone. It's like, yeah, you just create a second you. This is very scary because it's like, oh hey, there's just a second person here. Uh-oh. Let's see, so we'll do insert table. I think we could do one more. I think we could do one more power. What would be another weird power to you? Actually, I could put. Two per range. We want to do. Actually, let's see. The power requires a gimmick to be successful. A certain position. So we want to do the standing strike. Standing strike is we're going to do. Let's do Zenkai boosting. Actually, we want to do condition bleeding. So we're going to have you're going to get bleeding. We're going to say that's going to be we're going to say that's worth 5. It's going to do decisive damage. Decisive damage. Going to do decisive. Actually, it's going to do decisive based off skill. So it's going to do whatever your skill is in damage. It's going to have gimmick. It's a stand position. You have to be standing. Effectively, you have to be in one position on the map to actually use this correctly. Reactive, of course, because reactive is funny. You can use reactively. Let's see what we also want to do. Let's do quickened. Quickened 3, so that's going to be a 6. But currently, this is worth 4 AP. Devil might be for Witch's Technique, Lullaby Fist. Let's see. Use a page cut to separate the pages if that helps. Let's see. Quicken 3. So, conditioned bleeding, decisive skill, gimmick, stand position, reactive. Actually, we can do one a lesser version of no. No. So actually, if we do that, so this would be a total of 5, 10, be 5, 10, 16. Let's see. Striking the target with a lightning fast, nearly invisible. Stands perfectly still, striking the target with a lightning fast, nearly invisible attack. There we go. It is the I'm going. What are you going? Why are you here? Just to approach me? This is the Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss ability here. As you stand there and say, "Come at me," and then you attempt to attack them, and they get punched in the face. There we go. It's a plot in one of the Dragon Ball games side stories that Devil Man can kill Frieza with the Devil Might beam. Yeah, no, if you want to, what you could do here with something like a Devil Might, you want to do the Devil Might beam. Like, here's the thing. Yeah, with the Devil Might beam, if you want to make a Devil Might beam, I am attempting to kill you with this ability. One, it would be decisive. Let's be saying this like it's going to rely on your spirit. It's going to be ranged. We'll say it's going to be range. We'll say it's range 5. Range 5, so that'll be 10. Range 5, that's 10. Let's say we're going to. We have a gimmick, obviously. Target is evil. All right, easy enough to understand. And then we do. What we could probably do is we'll add in useful. There we go. We'll do useful. So the entire idea of the Devil Might beam with its actually we can make it even a little bit cheaper. It's key expenditure. Key expenditure at 3, so it's -4. Well, it's key expenditure 3, so it's -4. So 20, 35, 25. So it's cost 21. It's 21 key limit. It's 21 key limit, and it's going to cost about 10 AP to use. Now, this is not too bad. Thing with Devil Might beam. So, Two, 4, 6, 8, 10 times. However, if the target is good of heart, then the Devil Might beam does nothing. There we go. Yeah, depending on how horribly evil you are, you do exponentially more damage. If you are getting shot by the Devil Might beam and you are the most evil thing available, you're going to take whatever his spirit is, with that many d6s times 10. Yeah, this is an instant lethal kill attack. The problem is, if you're a good person, you get shot by the Devil Might beam, and then nothing happens. It's like, ta-da, congratulations. I do actually have an ability for to do a Hellzone grenade. Shoot Grill with it in Kai Kong. See, that's the beautiful thing, Spartan. Kai Kong is you just win. Literally going King God Kong. You become King God, you become God Monkey, and you just kill him. You don't even need to shoot the Devil Might beam. You just fucking instant transmission up to him and rip him in half. Because you're a fucking god. Uh-oh. Oh no! Yeah, Kai Kong is, we've unleashed a feral god, effectively, that's going to explode and kill everybody. But yes, you're seeing here. Now, this is not for all the powers. If you want to make beams, you want to make Hellzone grenades, you can use the basic key techniques up here. Basic key creator, up here, there's a lot of little powers that you can play around with. These are a lot more, I would say, energy efficient to actually make. rather than what's down here. These are the weird alien powers and weird bullshit techniques that people use. This is you using the Devil Might Beam. We need to have the ability to use the Devil Might Beam. However, we can't be the ones, we can't really say something as like that. When in doubt, there's a gimmick. When in doubt, there's a thing that you have to obey. When in doubt, there is something going wrong. There is something the matter. Deal with it, asshole. And then something funny happens, like someone explodes, or someone dies, or you use ultimate Kamehameha, Ultra Instinct, Double or Nothing, Super Collider, or whatever. When in doubt, nail gun! Or you bring out a gun and shoot someone. Let's see. Some enemies are built different. Let's see. They're the Radiant Order that draws Carsadians toward them. Let's see. The Radiant Order that draws Carsadians toward them for a glory battle. Special enemies. Special enemies are designated at the start of the battle. And have a few unique quirks. Each special enemy does it. Let's see, special enemies. There we go. Let me just. Don't restart yours. Stop that. Stop that. Let's see. Special enemies will always be named. They are. Let's see. Well, special enemies will always be named. They'll introduce themselves if need be, or will be painfully obvious who they are. They are. Let's see, among the Burning Empire. Let's see, among the Burning Empire, Lord Grill and Prince Grill and Princess Totsu are considered to be special enemies. Are considered to be special enemies to most Carsadians. But speaking that aloud will surely result in a painful demise. Let's. Burning Clan. There we go. Actually, we can do. I'll give them a little bit more. So, dun. It is built differently. Sheer power alone. So we want to do. We will add in a page break right here. Let's see. How do we want to do that? Table. We do something like this. We want to do, we're talking about special enemies. We want to do a health bonus. Actually, no, we want to do, actually, no, what am I doing? That's what you right here. Step increase plus 50 plus 50 plus 20 plus 20 plus 10 There we go. That's the basic. This is the basic idea of what a special enemy is. They just hit above their weight, way more than they should. There's 50 extra health. That's 20 extra key limit. That's 10 instinct. That's just a bunch of little things. But then what we're going to do here is standard special enemy bonuses, and then we do where's that unique special enemy bonuses, enemy let's be special archetype, special type, power type, velocity. There we go. So we want to do a Peace Corps. Actually, we want to do a superhero. Power. Let's see, we do +2 steps. You get 150 extra HP. You get plenty of that, plus that. What are you? You're just an actual genuine superhero. You're Great Saiyaman. Why does that mean anything? You're Great Saiyaman and you go from having a D6 to a D8 to a D10. Oh, we thought we were fighting a low-class normal guy. He's rolling D10 damage now. Oh, fuck. Because why? Because he's a superhero. He is kicking above his limits a little bit more because he's not that right. He's still low-class stats. He's only rolling, 10d10, but that's still 10d10 rather than 10d6. It's different. He hits like a fucking freight train, and you gotta kind of bust out a little bit. Yeah, they have main character energy. Yeah, the thing you gotta remember, son, is that you're not the good guys really in this game. You're not. So when you say they have protagonist energy, that's the point. They have the hero ability. Let me see. So superhero. Pride Trooper. Let's see. So we want to do merge cell. So actually, no. What we can do, we'll fill in the little Lord section afterwards. So we want to have you're a Pride Trooper. You're the best of the best of the Peace Corps. You are a grill. What would be a grillet? No. You would be, so you're a superhero, you're a Pride Trooper, you are a You're an experiment, so you, yeah, congratulations, because you're an experiment, you're a lot hardier. Let's see, let's see, God, let's see, yeah, protagonist. Yeah, you're just the protagonist. Pride Troop, we're the bad guys. Yeah, so you're actually like Raditz. Yeah, you're all Raditz. To give you an idea, this game is assuming you are Bardock. You start this beginning as Bardock Squad, effectively, and then you go to the end of the movie. Yeah, actually, that's not a. Actually, no. Oh my Gami Kai. Let's see. Let's think. So the idea of that a protagonist is weaker but has more bullshit powers and is better instinct. On the other hand, the villain is a lot tougher but has a little bit more key limit and has some and doesn't understand what's going on quicker. Therefore, a protagonist will most likely beat a villain by pure inertia. There we go. Because of course the villain doesn't get cool abilities. He's a villain. Technically you could put that under experiment. Actually, but we could put we'll give you a bunch, but you have really bad. You have really, really bad instinct. The thing with a mutant is that you are insanely tough. You get a lot of bullshit superpowers. The problem being you aren't very good at understanding anything, and it's not like you get that many increases. This is allowing you to get more bullshit powers. That's fine with me. Yeah, every movie villain group has one with the weird powers. Broly, you could kind of put under a couple categories, honestly. Actually, what we can do is, go to the very limit. I have to go to my very limit. Because he has to be a there we go. A Carsadian Rager is just being, hey, congratulations, you are just a Carsadian who has gone partially insane. This is your Broly. Broly has gone mad. Uh-oh. What do you mean Broly's going Wukong? Uh-oh. Oh no. Go, Broly, go, go! Broly is the hero. Actually, no. We don't need that. So what we do here is if you want to just make a really generic one, if you want to make a generic one, you can by just doing this. This is the really basic one. But if we go below, and we hit merge cells, let's see, unnaturally is skilled and adept at most things. To give you an idea, this is your Broly. You want to play Broly? You want a Broly max? You make a Carsadian Rager. You want to make Trunks? You make a Destined character. Let's the great guys. A tragic success. Dun dun dun. Mutant. A mutant of their kind, gifted with strength and ability, ostracized for their otherness, pride trooper, Peace Corps, elite soldiers. Let's see. A protagonist, a genuine hero with a heart of gold. Let's see. A monster with no. Let's see. Let's see. A monster with no heart, a fiend with no soul, a true and honest villain who. A true and honest villain. If we do that, I don't think we can get them all in. Unless we do that. Oh no, we gotta make it super duper small. Or we just say something like this. And then we say we select you, we do this. We do something like that. There we go. We put an image right down there. And that's that. Should do it. That, we hit that, table properties, middle. There we go, middle. There we go. That, I believe, is all she wrote. That is Ultra Instinct. There's nothing really much else to talk about with Ultra Instinct. I kind of set out to do a very specific game, and I did it. So good job, me. Yeah, so like kind of destined. You could make warlocks like Bibbidi Bobbidi and Moro. You could make a couple characters like that relatively easily if you want to do that. They don't really need like their own specific ones. It kind of depends on how you interpret those characters, but yeah. Princess Trugs, nah. Yeah, that's kind of the idea of Ultra Instinct should be done. I feel like I'm missing something, and it's going to come to me at 2 in the morning and be like, haha, I completely forgot to add the ability to do this thing. Like, that's the kind of thing. That's what's going to happen, is I'm going to completely forget about the fact that I didn't add something, and something needs to get fixed. But generally speaking, outside of applying some magic machine art, Ultra Instinct was ultimately a game built for a single purpose, and I always knew that it wasn't going to be a you defeated clap, 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 clap. Oh no. Generally speaking, I think Ultra Instinct went well. I think there's a couple hiccups in just development, mostly because I moved in the middle of it. That happens. Nothing I could really do about that part. But generally, it's been good. Things have been good. And it's kind of it's a littler game, but I kind of want it to feel a little bit like a smaller game. I'm okay with things being smaller sometimes. There's no issue with it being not this 700-page book. That's okay. There's a world for smaller games. Probably going to have to get some people to look at it a little bit more, and probably find things I totally missed because I'm me and I don't see things like that very easily. Mostly it was in there for that. Mostly it was a game about experimenting with a very specific series of restrictions. I wanted to use contact system, I wanted to use the velocity map, I wanted to do a lot of little things with this game that I was like, yeah, let's do it, and then making it, I was like, fuck. It's not complicated, it's not a hard game to understand, but it is a game that will outstay its welcome very quickly, but that's why it's also a game built around playing out, effectively, a Dragon Ball movie. You play out a Dragon Ball Z movie over the course of, 5 or 6 sessions, even maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on how you want to do things. And you throw a bunch of enemies at the problem, people die heroically, people live heroically, and then someone uses, Kamehameha at the very end and dies. There is an inevitable ending, and I was okay with this having like an inevitable ending because that should. I think giving players a little bit more of an incentive to say, hey, this game is not going to be long. This is not going to be a 45-session game or whatever. This is going to be quick. There is a set ending. I already have the ending in mind. I know what it's going to be. Here's your one dramatic thing. We are hitting the ground running, and we are not going to stop. I don't think that's a problem, because sometimes you just need to play out a situation. Here's a problem. Here's a thing. Here's a place for you to do something in. Doesn't need to be a long game, doesn't need to be a huge game, it just needs to do what it sets out to do. And I think I provided enough options for players to kind of do what they want to do, and you can you can control your character to do a lot of different things, and if you set up fights to be weird enough, and you are setting up characters to be strange enough, and you're kind of hitting that ground running, even like the 6 basic endings, all of which kind of infer something different and provide different scenarios and different situations depending on the characters and their dramatic things. I think that's okay. I think this is good. I think I like Ultra Instinct. It's a fun game. It's a fun idea that I got to try some new things out with. So go me. Let's see. What are we missing? Nope. I think we're pretty good here. It's nothing too exciting. To give you an idea, I want everyone to know this, the amount of dedication I've had. Like, most of my recommendations now are just various Dragon Ball shit. I literally get a lot of Dragon Ball stuff now, and it's very funny. But I'm okay with that because I like Dragon Ball. I'm not as like a mega fan like some people, but how would you make a DBZ game that's mean to scale with the entire series from Red Ribbon to TOP? You don't. Honest to God, you don't. I do not think you physically can. The issue is because at the end of the day, if we really break it down, like Red Ribbon, kind of those initial arcs of Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, is really just about here's a little dude and his friends. Here's a little dude and his friends going on adventures to find wish-granting magic balls. Like, ultimately speaking, that is the legit story that Dragon Ball is. It's me and my friends going on a magic adventure to find magic wish-granting balls to do things. Over the course of literally it's about 40 years, roughly, in universe, about 40 years. We hit the point where we need, like, if we do, like, even just basic Tournament of Power, which we really shouldn't be thinking is top of the line stuff, because there is things after Tournament of Power you have to remember. Like, we are dealing with creatures who are like that same little dude with his same hair, now 40 years old, with, is saying, oh man, I gotta confront, oh no, I must confront the super duper fastest, fucking Jiren El Hermano. Yeah, I got it like this, and you hit things like, we need to, like, fucking, how do I want to word it? It's no longer, man, we gotta do this to save the land. It's, we have to do this because universes are at stake. Entire universes. And Goku hits Ultra Instinct Kaioken times 10, Ultra Instinct Double or Nothing, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Purple Magenta. And it's just like, oh, what is this? What's 20 billion sextillion fucking power level? What does that even mean? It means nothing. It's fucking Gohan Blanco shit. The problem is, it like, I think reasonably speaking, like the thing is, reasonably speaking, I think you can make a, you can go all the way up to, reliably speaking, probably Cell. I think Cell is, let me see, Dragon Ball. Let me see the Dragon Ball timeline, which is already messy, by the way, because Dragon Ball has technically 3 timelines. Like, you gotta remember that like, there's technically multiple timelines in Dragon Ball because they keep going back in fucking time because Trunks keeps dying. Let me see if I can find the, let's just do. Let me see if I can just find the, like, here's the thing. If we'll just use this as an example. This is just Dragon Ball Z, mind you. You gotta remember, this is just Z. Like, Saiyan arc, not too complicated. Generally speaking, Saiyan arc, not too complicated. Just a couple dudes. Frieza arc. Hey, this is a guy who could blow up a planet. Cell arc. This is a guy who's going to blow up the planet with some other people to blow up the planet. Once you start hitting, like, down here, like, what, like, the second you hit, like, the Buu saga, Buu gets weird. Buu Saga's weird. Like, oh, it's the Battle of the God, like, it's the Battle of the Gods series. Things get weird. It's Golden Frieza again. It gets weird. Tournament of Power. What the fuck? Goku Black. Get what the fuck? Double Tournament of another Tournament of Power. You kind of get the idea. Like the escalation of Dragon Ball is fucking bonkers. Like, you could, in theory, I think you could do Buu. I think you could do the Buu saga. But it's a lot more complicated than doing this. Because ultimately, with Buu Saga, you have to deal with exponential numbers there. Power levels are getting up to bullshit tiers. This isn't an enemy who we can fight one-on-one. No, it's an enemy who is so powerful, he's going to blow up the universe, or he's going to do something else, or whatever. That's the scale we're working with constantly. Don't even get me started on fucking Beerus or whatever. Well, because you kind of have to, because Frieza is the ultimate threat of the universe. He is, arguably speaking, let's be honest with ourselves, Frieza is the greatest threat in the universe, by far. He is the most dangerous individual. And they keep saying this repeatedly. And that's why he keeps coming back to fucking life. Because he is, by far, the most dangerous individual in the galaxy. And they say it repeatedly. He is the most dangerous. The problem is, how do you escalate from that? How do you escalate the threat? Because if you de-escalate the threat, then suddenly, oh hey, well Goku managed to kill Frieza, so well it can't be that dangerous then. That's the thing. It can't be, whatever this threat is, it's not actually dangerous because, well, obviously. Also, thank you very much, Mir Sang Fang 335 for following. It's like, oh well, we can't be that dangerous because Goku killed Frieza. So that's why like early Cell arc is weird. Because you get like Future Trunks, early Cell. And it's like, well, oh, well, we have another Super Saiyan. So, okay, Trunks is Super Saiyan. That means, well, Vegeta's now a Super Saiyan. Gohan's now a Super Saiyan. Everyone's a Super Saiyan now. I want to be a Super Saiyan. I want to be a Super Saiyan. Everyone's a Super Saiyan now because we have to. Because if we don't, suddenly everyone's topped off effectively at this weird power level of, well, you're not as strong as Goku. So everyone's now getting stronger because we have to. Hey, but I'm Krillin and I want to do something else. Sorry, Krillin, you physically cannot because you cannot go Super Saiyan. But Krillin still gets stronger. That's the thing. They all get stronger. Everyone who participates in the Tournament of Power. Like, you gotta, like, Universe 7. Like, Universe 7 team. Like, you gotta remember, like, everyone here, every single person on this team is effectively the best of the best. Like, we can meme about fucking Krillin all we want. Yeah, you can meme on Krillin all you want. Krillin is probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest humans alive. Ever. Oh, well, Tien's a jobber. Tien can't do anything right. Lamau. Tien is probably one of the most accomplished martial artists in the entire world. He is absurdly tough. He is absurdly broken because of all his mystic bullshit. The androids. Oh yeah, forgot to mention that. Both the androids received super mega ultimate buffs because we needed to give them super mega ultimate buffs. Roshi's like fucking 400 years old. He's like, let me show you the final ultimate Kamehameha, which fucking blasts people away because he's also absurdly strong. Like, everyone here is top of class. Everyone gets stronger, except Tien. Tien even does. That's the thing, Sterner. Tien even fucking does. Like, the thing is, you have to scale every single thing. This is the problem with Dragon Ball in general, when it comes to writing any, like, Dragon Ball RPG, is that you have to scale it going kind of like this. You know, normally when we think of like a traditional thing, if we put this as time, and this is power. Traditionally speaking, in an RPG, it's like this. The more time you put in, the better you get. You know, some people be like, well, marshals and wizards do this or whatever. Not really. Generally speaking, the more time you put in, the more powerful you get. Easy enough to understand. The thing with like a Dragon Ball game that's interesting is that you start down here and it's kind of like this, and then you do shit like this. This is how it kind of progresses in power. We're stuck at this power level until something happens in which we spike in power. I get my Super Saiyan form. I'm Super Saiyan Blue. I'm Super Saiyan Red. I'm Super Saiyan this. I'm Super Saiyan that. We have our training arcs kind of thing. And it's noticeable spikes in power. You may be saying, well, you know, they do training arcs. You can't have a training arc necessarily in an RPG and make it entertaining. That's the thing, unless you make it a, oh, well, we're doing an encounter or whatever to do our training arc or whatever, then things get a little bit messy. Yeah, and that's like a, you know, you either scale stuff or it makes things more complicated. Exactly. Just because he got tired of dying and... Yeah, just because he got tired of dying. Like, honest to God, Yamcha could... If Yamcha really put a thing... Also, thank you very much, Sirveld, for following. Like, if Yamcha really wanted to, and Yamcha kept at it, honest to God, he could have probably replaced Frieza in the Tournament of Power. Honestly, he probably could. Would he be as efficient as Frieza? Probably not, but hey. The thing is, like, training arcs are fun, but it's like, oh, well, we've done a year's worth of training in a chapter. Dia never stopped training and he's still a jobber. Bigger number, but you go to Naruto JJK, it starts having all hacks imaginable. Honestly, yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of this weird paradox of just like battle shonen. Like any kind of like battle shonen manga or anime really does fall into that, because again, you constantly need to escalate, especially when you have series that they want to continue going, so you have to keep making the threats bigger, and such the characters get stronger to build it up. I don't think this would have happened if Toriyama got his wish. That's the thing. Because you gotta remember, Toriyama wanted to shift the story, I believe, after Cell. He wanted to make, after Cell, Goten the protagonist. That's why Goten doesn't really do anything. Like, that's like a weird thing. If you ever notice, Goten doesn't do jack shit. And you may be like, but Goten does a lot. Goten's entire thing is being best friends with Trunks. Like, that's Goten's role in the story at the end of the day, is being best friends with Trunks. And he doesn't do anything because he kind of got cucked out of his own series. Because it was, if I remember correctly, Toriyama wanted to make him the next protagonist and effectively start from zero again. Like, we've escalated way too far with this. Goku now retires, or he's kind of doing his own thing. Gohan's your older brother. He's the savior of the universe. You're Goten. It's Goten and Trunks go on crazy adventures because fuck you, I can do that. We can do that. We're not really in any super threat, but we're still a bunch of stupid kids. But that never happened with Goten because you couldn't do that, obviously. Because he was meant to be a protagonist and never got that chance. I thought his original wish, yeah, there was a couple wishes. It's just like, oh well, we need to finish Frieza, we need to do this. Gohan to be the next protagonist. He didn't feel he was able to write a story with a reactive protagonist like Gohan. Yeah. And that's kind of that's why, again, my thinking of like, he wanted Goten to be it because Goten's pretty active. All things considering is like, yeah, Goten is this hyper powerful child. Just make Great Saiyaman the protagonist. Like, yeah, and honest to God, if it was just Goten and imagine this. Goten and Trunks fuck around, get into misadventures. You already introduced the galactic scale. We know there are super threats, and here's a bunch of dumb kids trying to figure themselves out in it. And hell, that's some of the super movies, the super plots anyways, is Goten and Trunks getting into ridiculous situations because they're stupid kids. And hey, what do you do when your dad is the most powerful person on Earth? By far, and your older brother is a fucking superhero? Well, you fuck around with your best friend, who is son of the second most powerful man on the world, and the world's smartest woman, who also owns effectively Super Amazon. You just fuck around and do whatever you want because you can just have ridiculous situations, and if you ever need a weird machine to go wrong, you just have Bulma build it. Because remember, everyone, Bulma is the smartest woman effectively ever. She broke reality. This is a thing that they say is like, yeah, sorry, Bulma built a time machine, which should not be physically possible. because it's Bulma. Bulma's got to the point where she's like best friends with Beerus and Whis. Like, that's another weird thing. She's like good friends with Bulma and Whis. Yet the gods keep seething because she built that thing. Exactly. That's like the entire plot of fucking Xeno. Like that's like, if I remember correctly, isn't that like half the plot of Xenoverse and like all like the time? Yeah, it's like like sorry, hey Trunks, your mom built a reality destroying device because you're stupid. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Imagine that. Again, imagine that of just Goten and Trunks fuck around while horrible things happen around them. Future Trunks can never catch a break. Like, Trunks has died repeatedly, he has gotten shot, he has been killed, he has been gone back in time twice at this point to save reality twice because everything keeps breaking. She has to build herself superpower armor and got to one of the tournament because she doesn't feel like it. That's one of the things with Bulma that's funny, is that she's so wealthy and so powerful by herself, she doesn't care. That's why Street Trunks never win. Why don't? Because even he knows, like, I'm gonna break fucking timeline. Because here's my, like, here's me. Like, it's just goofy. Nah, Son, look, you don't understand. She's got that gorilla grip. Why'd I say that? Yeah, it's what is it? It's fuck, what's her name? Is it Mai? That's not it. Yeah, it's Trunks and Mai. This is the thing you have to remember. This is Mai. Mai is technically a 50-year-old woman in a child's body. Future Trunks is a MILF hunter, if we must know. Trunks is an extreme MILF hunter. And that's still just hilarious to me. That's just what he is. Say hello, everyone. It's me, Trunks. I'm a fucking... It's MILFin time. He's about a 50-year-old in anime who looks 20, then the other end, you hit 30, you turn into a mummy. Future Mai just looks young for no reason. It just works. Yeah, no, it's like... See, that's the beautiful thing about Trunks. This is why I actually like... the Dragon Ball is really fascinating, is the fact that we can have ridiculous conversations like this. And it's like, yeah, here's fucking Trunks and his 50-year-old MILF girlfriend, legal age. And don't think about it too hard. This is completely natural, and we should not think about anything too drastically. Because if we do, things will go horribly, horribly wrong. Now, mind you, Goten doesn't get anything. Because Goten's not allowed to have fun. But yeah, no, it's, like, all of these just goobers in this beautiful thing. Let's see, do we have any, oh yeah, there's Pan. You know. Pan. I never liked Pan. Though in in Dragon Ball Superhero, the new series, I like her a little bit more because she's just a kid and it's funny. I didn't like Pan and GT, but I don't think anyone liked GT. But of course, we always have to remember the true protagonist of Dragon Ball, Yajirobe. Pan is Gohan's daughter. That is her plotline. Though, again, Superhero does it a little bit better because they show her relationship with Piccolo a bit more, and her relationship with Piccolo is like, oh, it's just a mirror of Gohan. I'm like, I like this. Fine. Yeah, Dragon Ball is not a super deep series. That's the thing. It's not a super deep series. It's just a fun series. Like that's the thing. And I think that's why Dragon Ball has I think that's like one of the reasons like Dragon Ball is, how do I want to word it? As popular as it is that it is just fun. It is a fun series in which is just fun things happen for fun reasons. And it's like, hey, yeah, fuck it. Goku's going beyond. He's going super racist now. Hell yeah, fuck it. I'm in. It's Goku in time, everybody. And they keep trying to make Yajirobe look cool. It's like, no, he's just a fat dude, and it's funny. Is Yajirobe helpful? No, he just hangs out with his cat friend, with Korin. But yeah, no, I think that's the universal appeal of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball related products. That it is fun. It is a fun thing to do fun things with. Bring this back to tabletop role playing games because that's what we do. Dragon Ball is really hard to adapt because ultimately speaking, Dragon Ball is a fun property, and it's Toriyama having fun with things. Oh man, what's the power level of Goku when he eats Reese's Puffs? Oh no, when he eats his Reese's Puffs, but he's also Ultra Instinct, and he's got the power spoon and the power this is not fun. This is bullshit. This is annoying. It's fun when Goku charges up to the very limit and blows up Frieza. That's the thing we like to see, and that's what people want ultimately out of a Dragon Ball game, not the number crunching. The number crunching is not as fun as the doing. And that's really hard when it comes to, like, I think it's kind of a larger issue when it comes to just, like, it's a larger issue when it comes to just larger power level anything. Is like, oh hey, you have what is like super powered versus, well, you're not quite as super powered, shit like that. Goku keeps sparing his enemies but won't revive his brother. Yeah, because Raditz doesn't exist. That's always the thing we have to remember. Raditz doesn't exist. There we go. That should be the next protagonist of the series. It's Raditz. Oh man, Raditz, what are you doing? Like, yeah, no, I'm just a low class. Raditz posted cringe IRL. Honestly, here's just a movie where Raditz gets revived, tries to be and this is like, yeah, I'm gonna beat up my brother like I did last time, and then gets bodied. Like, that would be funny. Again, Raditz comes back and then immediately gets his shit rocked by Goku. That's the joke. He gets his shit rocked by Goku, and he's like, holy shit, how the fuck did you get this strong? Yeah, that should be like one of the funny things. He's just like, what do you mean you're a god? Like, yeah, no, I'm a god. Like, yeah, I'm a Super Saiyan god now, Raditz. Like, what do you want me to do? And be like, hmm. And just like have him confront a bunch of people, being like, haha, I could totally beat your son, Goten. Yeah, I could beat Goten, and then Goten immediately beats the shit out of him. He's like, well, okay, that's not working. Bullshit. There's no such thing as Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan what? Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan Blue. Then you got like fucking Vegeta's destroyer form or whatever, and Goku Ultra Instinct. Being like, imagine being Raditz. I could beat Krillin, and like he can't even beat Krillin these days. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I can beat up Krillin. It's just like, nah, you can't, because it's Krillin. He knows your bullshit techniques already. See, there we go. Here we go. Finally a true rival for Chaozu. Honest to God. Here's my Toei, if you are listening, here's my $1 million Dragon Ball movie idea. What of the villain of the movie is like, damn, we need to defeat Goku. So we're going to resurrect a Saiyan. We're going to resurrect a Saiyan to kill Goku. Anyone read that time I got reincarnated as Yamcha? Yeah, I remember that one. That one got weird. This like boom. Uh-oh. Well, we didn't specify which Saiyan, so they resurrect Raditz. Raditz is alive now. Raditz is like, haha, okay, cool. I'm going to now just kill my brother because he's an asshole who killed me. And they're like, wait. I wish for you to revive a Saiyan who's killed Goku. Yeah, bam, Raditz. And then Raditz comes back to life. And it's like, haha, I'm going to kill Goku. And everyone's like, what do you mean you're going to kill Goku? You are so horribly weak, you're not useful to us. And it's just Raditz going on a weird self-discovery journey about being currently the weakest Saiyan. And boom, you have the weakest Saiyan available, and just have him fight the main real bad guy. At the very end, when again, it's the final fight against the real bad guy, Goku and Vegeta are all fucked up. And they're all fucked up, being like, we can't fight anymore. How do we defeat him? Then you have Raditz appear. And then you have Raditz appear at the very end, being like, hey, I'm the only one allowed to beat up my brother. And then, yeah, that's it. Boom. He's just like, I'm the only one allowed to beat up my brother. And Raditz just gets the shit rocked out of him for like 15 minutes. This is not a fight. This is a Super Saiyan, this is a thing that beat up Goku, will beat up Vegeta. This is Raditz just getting his shit pushed in. He's just like, I can fight him. He just gets punched and he gets flown across. He's not landing. Any hit he lands isn't registering. He's so fucking weak that he is not even a threat. But all Raditz does is hold the line. That's all he does. He's like, no, I'm going to be the one to defeat my brother. I have to be the one. And he just holds the line, and and there you go. That's how you can get rid of him at the end of the movie. Being like, oh yeah, Raditz fucking died again. Raditz dies at the end of the movie because he just holds the fucking line against the main bad guy, allowing Goku and Vegeta to blow him up with Super Kaio fucking Ken 25 times or whatever. He's just like, yeah, no, hey, I still fucking hate you, bro. And he... Bleh. Or you have him get shipped off somewhere else and just hang out with someone, and then hang out with another person. Have him join Jocko as part of Galactic Patrol. Like, make that a reoccurring joke, is that Raditz is a little bit of everywhere. Raditz shows up in any B team. Raditz is hired by Frieza to act as a buffer between him and Ginyu. Nah, not even that. Again, anytime Raditz shows up, he is never a part of the A team. He is part of a B team, and he's part of every B team. That's the joke. He's part of every single B team, and you just constantly see him. Oh, he's part of the Galactic Patrol for a bit. Yeah. It's like, oh no, they're the good old Galactic Patrol or whatever. Like, yeah, no, I'm like, hi, it's me, Raditz. I work as a traffic cop. Oh, you know, in another movie, you go to another universe and there's Raditz being like, Raditz, why are you here? And you're like, well, you know, I'm Raditz. Yeah, I got transported to this other universe. Yeah, honestly, a Raditz Yamcha buddy cop movie. Boom. $1 million idea. Raditz and Yamcha have to save the day. Everyone else is incapacitated and it's up to Raditz and Yamcha. What if they ran Yamcha and Raditz in the time chamber as a joke? Mr. Satan. See that? There we go. That's my brilliant 900 level IQ. Is replace Frieza with Mr. Satan in the Tournament of Power. How does things change? And the answer is it gets immediately funnier because you just have Mr. Satan bully people. Oh yeah, Mr. Satan learns one special technique from Whis. Me like, what's your special technique, Mr. Satan? Ah, you don't understand. I learned Ultra Instinct. I just call it Satan Instinct. He doesn't do anything. Everyone's just afraid that this guy was 0 power level. No, that would be the joke. It's just like, yeah, everyone is just paranoid that this guy has no power level. They're like, oh god, he's completely bullshitting. He totally has an absurd power level. He's just hiding it. Boom, $1 million idea. Toei, hire me. I can write you infinite Dragon Ball movies featuring your Z-listers. See, I love Mr. Satan because Mr. Satan's just a funny character. Nah, McDrusel, you don't understand. The entire joke is that Mr. Satan can die. Zeno just really likes him. That's the thing. He's impressed Zeno. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I'm a showman. And he just impresses Zeno. They're like, yeah, we have a no-kill rule in Tournament of Power. Everyone now realizes there's one guy on that team they physically cannot hit. Because he will die. Yeah, congratulations, you have an untouchable man who is favored by the gods because he's just a funny little guy and you physically cannot hurt him. Yeah, he ends up as 17 and then he uses the Super Dragon Balls. Boom, done. It's Goku and 17 who kicked Jiren off the edge. And you have Mr. Satan being like, oh great, restore all the universes. And everyone's like, holy shit, Mr. Satan lived. Being like, Mr. Satan, you didn't use your special technique. Yeah, why would I? It was just Ultra Instinct. And at the very end, all you do is you say, oh hey, yeah, no, Whis taught me this. And he just goes Ultra Instinct for like 5 seconds. Doesn't comment on it. Everyone's like, what the fuck do you mean? You mastered the one ability that nobody else can except Goku. Being like, yeah, don't worry about it. The movie just hard cuts to the ending. There we go. Boom. $1 million idea. Toei, hire me. Let me have my Raditz Yamcha's buddy cop movie. I did not mean to hit that. There we go. We're gonna make bank. We're gonna be rich. So, as of right now, we do have the next project. It's just the one note of the UI theme. Exactly. That's the thing. It's just one note of the UI theme, and that's all he needs. Because that's the gimmick, is that he has achieved a power level that is managed to stack overflow. And make that his gimmick. He stack overflows his power level by being so weak, he just becomes the most powerful in the universe. For a split second, Mr. Satan becomes stronger than Zeno, simply by raw charisma. Underflow 2, the most powerful, sounds like a manga. Not gonna lie. Sounds like a really shitty isekai novel. Oh, goodness. Oh, ow. More like a revenge story mod, and all those stack underflow Satans, it definitely fits DB heroes. Exactly. But generally speaking, currently our trajectory in life is we need to do... The next game we're going to be working on is Fortissimo. This is a commission project based off a visual novel that not a single one of you has ever heard about outside of the people in my server, where we cannot stop talking about Fortissimo. And if Cole's here, we cannot escape it. Because we are all Fortissimo superstars, if you must know. You may not like it, but this is peak visual novel bullshit. We will be talking more about Fortissimo CBT Autism Nightmare over Heaven on Wednesday. But I have to write a script tonight, so Godspeed, good luck, love you all, kissu kissu. Oh goodness. I am as they say. Boy, people argue about what term to use to replace zombie with pollen because it was a perfectly marginalized group. The whole site has gone crazy. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard. Or you end up with terms like biters. Yeah, you want that? You want biters? You want where everyone knows that it's just a zombie, but we have to call them something legally distinct? That's what it's going to sound like. And it's going to sound ridiculous. And everyone's going to laugh at this person. Alright. It's a walker. Oh yeah, search for Mr. Satan. Oh god. Alright. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Godspeed. Good luck. I'm going to write a script now.